In a fraying world, there is a weave that holds us close. You to this place, all of us to the space we share with every cell and insect, every living creature. How you treat the weak will be a measure of your strength. How you treat the soil beneath your feet will be remembered by the sky.
In September 2020, Newcastle University stepped up its commitment to sustainability, embedding environmental justice alongside social justice as one of our core institutional values. And it was our response not only to the climate and ecological emergency, but also to the call from many of our students to put Newcastle at the very forefront of addressing the biggest global challenge facing their generation.
By aligning our work with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, we've been working hard to ensure these core values permeate everything we do, from our education and our research to our operations and our work with communities around the world. And here are just a few examples of what we've achieved.
In 2019, Newcastle University became one of the first universities to declare a climate emergency. And as part of our commitment to this, we're investing £15 million a year to achieve net zero by 2030.
We've achieved a 43% reduction in our CO2 emissions since 2006. And we've divested our endowment funds from companies making revenues from the extraction and production of fossil fuels.
And by the end of May, we will have installed solar panels on 13 of our buildings as part of a campus-wide programme that will cover 50 buildings by the end of July 2024.
Our students play a central role in the university's work towards sustainable development, and their voice is represented at key levels of decision-making across the university.
We're embedding climate change education across our institution, preparing our students for their roles in work and wider society. And we've introduced a new programme of climate leadership scholarships to support students who want to work with our researchers to address the UN SDGs.
And this year we held the first Climate Conscious Careers campaign, highlighting the opportunities and support available for students to pursue careers in the green economy and become a part of the global solution to our changing climate.
Newcastle was the first city in the UK where key anchor institutions have all declared a climate emergency. And we are delivering Newcastle Helix with our partners, a leading example of urban sustainability and a testbed for how we will mitigate the impact of a changing global climate.
Through our world-leading research, we're responding to the global climate challenge, exploring clean, affordable energy, water security and sustainable development.
And our cultural practitioners are working with partners and communities around the world, protecting our cultural heritage and exploring the challenges facing our planet through art, film, photography, creative writing and much more.
Our universities have a key role to play in building a fairer, stronger and more sustainable future.
Here at Newcastle, we are embedding our commitments to social and environmental justice into everything we do. From our focus on the UN Sustainable Development Goals to being a university sanctuary, providing a place of welcome and support for people seeking refuge from conflict and hardship around the world.
And this year we were delighted to be ranked first in the UK and 8th in the world by the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings for our work towards the UN Sustainable Development Goals. But we know there is still so much more to do, and so we're committed to continuing our effort to bring about positive and lasting change.
I'm proud to be Chancellor of a university which honoured Martin Luther King and still upholds the values of social justice and humanity that he stood for. A university that's officially recognised as a university of sanctuary. A university where the whole community has stepped up to help refugees. A university that has always stood up for the excluded and the ignored. Environmental and social justice are locked together, and our universities are central in helping make our world a better, fairer place for everyone.